Hello and welcome to this demonstration of NetBase publishing and engagement. There are three areas that we're going to cover today. The first is strengthening relationships with your existing customers. And then in our second part, we'll turn to customer care and show you how you can use NetBase to retain existing customers. And then lastly, you'll see how our publishing solution will help you expand your reach to new customers. But without further ado, let's start with helping you strengthen relationships with existing customers. For this demonstration, you're going to be seeing how one fictitious guacamole company makes use of NetBase engagement in publishing to interact with its consumers. Our first actor in this scenario is Mark. Now, Mark is a marketing manager at Lavocado Guacamole, and he is actually responsible for some of its brilliant marketing tactics, such as the latest company tagline, Lavocado, the spiciest guacamole on the planet. So Mark is logging in first thing on Monday morning to take a look at what's going on in social media. Now, the NetBase system is integrated analytics and engagement in publishing. So with one single login, I'm able to go in and start doing some engagement. Now, what you'll see over here in the Engage tab is various monitors set up to observe what people are saying about different things. For example, here are all the comments about Lavocado, and you can see a consumer here named Demi is talking about how much she loves Lavocado guacamole. Now, if you're not familiar with all of these terms she's using, then I would point you to urbandictionary.com and bone up on your slanguage. But what I want you to see is the highlighting. This is because natural language processing, brought to you by our computational linguists here at NetBase, who for the last 10 years have been encoding the human language into computer software, we are then able to recognize when somebody's saying something positive or negative about Lavocado and classify it as an opinion, emotion, or a behavior. In this case, a positive opinion. So how Mark might make use of the fact that Demi is gushing over his delicious Lavocado guacamole is we can offer her a coupon so she can start talking about the great service offered by Lavocado. Now I could type something in, but I'm going to make use of the response templates that are conveniently offered through NetBase Engagement and Publishing, and we're going to go ahead and click Publish. Now, what I want you to know is that I do not have multiple personality disorder. However, I am going to be playing multiple personalities in this demonstration. I'm going to be logging out now as Mark, and I'm going to log into the email account of one Monica. Now, Monica is a manager at Lavocado, and she's really responsible for ensuring brand compliant messaging. So she would be responsible for approving any posts that go out, and as you can see, she has received an email notification indicating that Mark would like to publish this post. So she can take a look at it, she can reject it. In this case, it's okay. It's using a response template, so she's going to go ahead and approve that. Now, from the actual social media landscape, logging into Twitter, this is what you would see. The original post here from Demi and the response that comes in from Lavocado. In this case, it's tagged with what's called a code tag. In this case, we see Mark and his initials. This is going to help Monica and the other managers at Lavocado track who's said what to whom out in social media. Now that you've seen how to strengthen relationships with existing customers, let's talk about retaining relationships with existing customers. In this scenario, I'm going to be playing a customer care representative as our first user, Carla, and logging in. I would come in here to engage. Again, first thing Monday morning, I would be checking what's going on out in social media. As a customer service representative, I'm a little bit less interested in the positives. I want to focus on the negatives. What kind of issues consumers are expressing about Lavocado? And I want you to see that we can segment these different issues by using a theming capability where we combine the natural language processing plus the ability to look for the presence of keywords so that we can segment the conversation intelligently into buckets about availability, quality, or in this case, I want to focus on problems that consumers are having with the website because Demi, she loved Lavocado so much, she wanted to enter the latest contest, but she had a problem getting into the website to enter that contest. The website is too slow. So as a good customer service representative, I want to assign this over to somebody in the IT department to take a look. So I'm going to click assign and make use of queues to route this over to somebody who's responsible for the website. I could assign it to somebody specific, but not knowing who's on call at any particular time, queues are a very convenient mechanism for this. So we're going to give this an urgent priority and ask IT to please take a look. Now once I assign this, again, an email notification would go out to everybody who is part of that website queue, including Izumi. Now Izumi would have received that email notification and logged in to take a look at what she can do to help out. So Izumi, checking her IT systems, realizes that the website is in fact going to be down for a little while. So she's going to find that issue by going to her assignments, sorting them. In this case, we want to focus on the urgent priority issues. She's going to assign this over to somebody else in marketing because hopefully they'll have another way for this issue to be resolved. So she's going to take it off the website queue, assign it to the marketing contest queue instead, and ask, is there another way to enter the contest? Once again, an email notification would be received by everybody who's on the marketing queue, and Mark, being one of the managers within marketing, would log in and help resolve this issue by offering another way for Demi to enter the contest. Now, maybe not being entirely up to speed on the issue, Mark would log in, find his urgent issues, come in here, and take a look at the history. So by clicking Show History, Mark is then going to be able to see all of the activities that have already been taking place to help resolve Izumi's issue. And making use of this knowledge would then go ahead and offer his own response by suggesting another way to enter the contest. Now that our customers are happy, we can now turn our attention to marketing to expand to new customer segments. For this scenario, Mark is again going to log in and take advantage of the tight integration between analytics and engagement by looking at some other ways of marketing to this guacamole consumer. So in order to do this, Mark wants to know, how do people talk about guacamole? What are some ways that we might be able to market to them in a new and interesting way? So he's setting up a topic here to take a look at the guacamole conversation. Maybe we would add a second term there because some people talk about it as guac. And once that topic is created, it can be instantly analyzed. There's all sorts of things that we can surface, from insights about the conversation to feelings about the sentiment to who are the top authors and demographics. Where do people talk about this? In this case, let's take a look at the conversation. What are people talking about with regard to guacamole? And you can see that Cinco de Mayo has been a big theme in the past month. But let's take a look and see if there's any useful hashtags that we can attach to our marketing comments about our guacamole. Certainly, the Cinco de Mayo hashtag was popular, as well as recipes and different ways of talking about guacamole. But what you will want to take a look at here are some fun things that people use, fun hashtags people use when they talk about guacamole. For example, being such a beautiful food, delicious food, people use the hashtag food porn. They take pictures of guacamole and they post that online. So that might be a way that we can market our guacamole. Another opportunity is people on the paleo diet like guacamole. Don't know exactly why, but they're into it. So we could post some recipes that are paleo friendly, or just talk about the paleo benefits of avocado guacamole. Let's go ahead and demonstrate how we'll make use of one of these hashtags by coming over and let's create a new post in this case. New post is going to allow us to publish to the various channels where Lavocado has a presence. For example, Facebook and Twitter, Tumblr, and WordPress in this case. So we could go ahead and write a new post announcing the fact that Lavocado is a really good looking guacamole. And use that new hashtag that we just learned about. Now we can have this simultaneously go out on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, WordPress. We call this multi-channel publishing. You write once, you publish across many. What you can also do is schedule this to go out at a particular time, or you may make use of time release so that you can queue up a bunch of posts and have them maybe go out over the weekend so that you can take your weekend off. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and have these go out right away. You can also attach an image if you'd like to. Let's get a nice food porn image of our Lavocado guacamole. While that is loading, I'll talk about the other ways that you can publish. Particularly on Facebook, you've got some different targeting options when it comes to Facebook. You can target by language. You can target by country. You can even target down to specific cities on Facebook and really get at those food hipsters out in San Francisco. So our post is all ready to go out. Let's go back to multi-channel publishing here. We've got our hashtag. In this case, we're going to turn our co-tags off. This is a marketing message after all. And we'll go ahead and publish this simultaneously, all at once, out to multiple channels, all in the click of one button. So that is your demonstration for expanding to new customers. In summary, you saw engagement and publishing from NetBase, whether it was our natural language processing to very precisely identify the positive and negative emotions, behaviors, and opinions people are expressing, to the ability to workflow your issues and alert the different people on your team so that you can really respond quickly to your consumer. You also saw publishing capabilities here. Some of the things I didn't show are the schedule content calendar that can help you see all of your content at a glance, and our URL shortener so that you can track your ROI of your different social media campaigns. These are some of the features that you'll get through NetBase's integrated analytics, engagement, and publishing. It gives you high accuracy to pinpoint the posts that you should really be focusing on. very quickly. Posts are analyzed and are available in our system within 11 seconds on Twitter, and it's easy to use. Hopefully that came through loud and clear through my demonstration. But don't take my word for it. No, please test NetBase. We eat our own dog food. So please, if you have sales inquiries or support questions, tweet them at NetBase or just mention NetBase and we will respond to you. Please give us a try. Thank you for watching.